The Community Education Channel presents Community View, a closer look inside community issues that matter. It's a glimpse, a preview highlighting issues and events important to the community, bringing public perception to light on local community issues that make a difference.
Hello and welcome to Community View. I'm Melissa Anderson. Human trafficking is a huge problem in this country, but it's often ignored or undetected because it's so hidden. With me today to talk about a global effort to try and help victims and prevent it is Dierdre Turner, Director of Patron and Community Relations of Global Hands 360. Welcome, Dierdre.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on the show. I'm glad I ran into you earlier and we can talk about this. Tell me a little bit about your story and why you are so passionate about this.
Okay, well, I grew up in California and I was a teenage homeless mother myself. And one of the things that I discovered while I was trying to fend for myself, we had very few options. You can either go into foster care or you can try to have a go at it by yourself. And if you're trying to have a go at it by yourself, they don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to parents. They want to talk to guardians. And a lot of times you didn't have that. So I was on the streets, I was in shelters, I was in hotel rooms. It took individuals who took a chance on me in order to get me out of that situation. So in order for the children to understand that there is hope, that there are people that help, we wanted to take things a step further. In 2015, we started a nonprofit where we help children of incarcerated family members, because we realized that a lot of the times those who do end up in jail, they're usually the head of household and they're the sole breadwinners, and the family ends up suffering. And when the family suffers, the children end up suffering. And then they end up becoming prey for human trafficking. They end up becoming prey for abuse. They end up becoming, prey for abandonment. I mean, the stories are heartbreaking, where you have, teenagers that are just kicked out of the house because the parents can no longer take care of them.
Mm-hmm. So what's your proposal or your plan here? I understand you have a 10-year plan here in St. George, and what kinds of things can we do to help?
Okay, well, the 10-year plan here is going to be work in 3 phases, and I understand that there are wonderful organizations here that we can partner with, but our ultimate goal is to be able to what we call from homelessness to the boardroom, and it's going to encompass getting them off the streets, getting them into some transitional housing, getting them their GED, in cases of teenagers where they don't have parents. I actually have attorneys who are willing to help with paperwork to get them emancipated so they don't have to go through what I went through, and they can make adult decisions before they actually become adults. So it's going to be a full-on, full circle, that's going to be full of just love and job counseling and job care, and housing specifically for human trafficking victims, because they require special care because of what they've gone through. So just to give them counseling and just to provide them with group settings, and it's just I get choked up when I talk about it, but I have a huge fire for this, and I can't wait to get it started.
Right. Now I understand you're going to be going out into the streets and actually handing out backpacks that are full of supplies to youth who might otherwise not want to go into a shelter, or in some cases can't go into a shelter.
That is correct. We actually have what we call our Global Love personal care kits. They're going to be backpacks full of just basic essentials, and including our contact information for we just want to make sure that they are aware that we exist, and we want to make sure that they are aware that we will come to them and help them, because I never wanted to go to shelters and for fear of being sent back to, a very, anyway.
Abusive home?
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that in your eyes.
It really is, because, it still hurts.
Yeah.
A lot of the sting is there, and I've grown a lot. But if I can prevent at least one from going down the spiraling path and helping this particular person from homelessness to being a CEO of his or her own company, that's essentially the goal.
Okay, what can we do to help?
Well, right now, basically just sort of look for the signs. You know, I wouldn't be able to tell you what all the signs are, but I can tell you that there are signs. You know, kids become withdrawn, kids become angry. Don't just automatically assume that a teenager is just being, you know, rebellious, because there's a reason. Sometimes there's a deep-seated reason for the anger and the rebellion. And just reach out. If you see one on the streets, just talk to them, find out their stories. I mean, we are human. And unfortunately, the ages between 15 and 25, I consider a forgotten social class. And we have to be wary. We want to make sure that they don't, you know, hurt others because they are not getting the help that they deserve. But yes, we require funding to get these personal care kits off the ground. That's the immediate need right now.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your dedication and support, and we just wish you the best on all of that. And again, thank you for sharing with us, and thanks for watching. And if you'd like to help, you can contact Dierdre at theglobalhands360.org and to find out more. So together, we can all make a difference. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.